Hello friends, this is Andrea Schulman again, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to manifest popularity and charisma. Now if you're excited to watch today's video, please give it a thumbs up right now and let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Now I've really done my best in today's video to give tips that are easy to implement, and at least I think they should be pretty easy to implement, but I'd love to hear from you. So if you could give me your feedback on how easy you think it would be to implement these tips to manifest more popularity and charisma, absolutely, please let me know below in the comments, because I want to make sure that I am bringing to you tips and suggestions and law of attraction strategies that you can always use and apply. So let's get into the first one. This is the first tip to help you manifest popularity and charisma, even if you don't think of yourself as being a social butterfly or somebody who's particularly extroverted. These tips work, all right? But tip number one is to extend yourself first. Extend yourself first. And this runs counter to what the majority of people do. The majority of people, and I used to be one of these people, okay? They hang back. They wait for the invitation. They wait for the phone to ring. They wait for other people to draw them in. And a lot of that stems from this underlying belief structure that I'm not that popular, or I'm not the leader of the pack, or I'm not the most charismatic person, so I'm gonna hang back and wait for other people to validate me. I'm gonna wait for other people to draw me into the crowd for me to feel popular and charismatic. But one thing you will notice about people who are particularly charismatic, particularly popular, have lots of friends, lots of associates, is that they are the first ones to extend. So they flip that dynamic right around. If you walk into a party, you'll see these people going up to people and introducing themselves. They are the first ones to invite you to their home. They're the first ones to wave. They're the first ones to smile. And they have fine-tuned this into a day-to-day strategy, which is why people are so drawn to them. See, everybody wants to feel included. Everybody wants to be drawn into the crowd. If you're the arm out bringing people in, that makes you very attractive to everybody else in your reality. It also sends out a very positive law of attraction message, which is, I accept you. I include you. And as a result, you will match up with people accepting and including you everywhere that you go. Now, while people who identify more as shy may struggle with the idea of being the first one to throw the party, or the first one to smile, or the first one to, put their hand out, there are some easier, less aggressive ways to do this, to get the ball rolling, that will start showing you that this works and making it easier for you to draw in people with your charisma and making you much more popular. And it's to do things that are a little bit more low key, like extending good deeds, extending favors. If you want to manifest more popularity and charisma, and it seems kind of hard to throw the party or all that kind of stuff, just go through the people that you know and start extending yourself somehow. Check up on them. Ask them how they've been doing. See if there's anything that you can do to help them. Plant seeds like that every day around your social network and within people that you meet. And what you'll start to see is that those seeds will start to grow, and all of these people will start coming back to you, wanting to be around you because you are the one to extend yourself first. Now for our second tip on how to manifest more popularity and charisma, this tip works side by side with tip one, okay? And so my people who are kind of shy will kind of like this one, I think, all right? Because it's important to understand this one. And it is to let people come to you. Okay, so in tip one, you want to extend yourself to people. Reach out and connect somehow. Call, text, offer a favor, throw the party, make the invitation. But after you've done that, you want to let people come to you. And so the way I like to explain this one is how I've found it easiest to relate to animals, like dogs. And when I was younger, I used to have a hard time with animals. They always seemed afraid of me, just didn't seem to work out very well. And in learning about the law of attraction and in learning about this dynamic that I'm teaching you here, something that's really huge that works really well for animals is to extend yourself. So put your hand out, right? See if the dog comes to you. Don't chase the dog down. Don't aggressively start petting the dog, right? But get down low, extend yourself first, and then see if they come to you. And what I found is that with animals, that works really, really well. And so I'll reach down, I will invite the dog over. If the dog comes, great. If the dog doesn't, I let it go and I move on. Well, the same thing works when it comes to manifesting charisma and popularity. You want to extend yourself and then give people the opportunity to come back to you. So we don't want to be chasing people down aggressively. We do not want to be forcing people to be our friends, but rather we plant out those seeds of extending ourselves, and then we wait for those seeds to flourish and for the people to come back to us. This is a very important dynamic to understand, is that you really just want to plant those seeds, but then wait for the people to come back to you. You're going to find that a lot of times people will start reaching out to you at unexpected times if you start doing this 2-point strategy. Okay, so you start reaching out to people, saying nice things, inviting them to parties, offering them favors, offering them help, and then letting it go and getting out of it. And suddenly you'll start to see that you're getting more invitations to parties. People are contacting you more. People are saying nice things about you on social media. So treat your social relationships the way you would treat an animal if you wanted that animal to be friendly with you. Extend yourself, but then let them come to you. And the law of attraction reason why this works is that it displays a degree of trust. You know, letting people come to you is a sign that I know they'll come to me when they're ready. I know that I don't need to chase people down. I know that I'm worthy where I am. I know when the timing is right, it'll work itself out. And when you're projecting that message by just allowing people to come to you on their own terms, they're going to come to you a lot more quickly and a lot more frequently, because you're going to be in vibrational resonance with this trusting idea that people like me, people will come to me, people like to spend time with me. Now, by contrast, if you do it the other way and you extend yourself first and you chase people down, that's no bueno. Okay, so I've got this story about this guy that goes to the gym that I go to. Oh my gosh, just very aggressive, you know, so come up, introduce himself, you know, looking at you, following you around, talk to me, spend time with me. It's a little much, right? And so if there's any ladies out there that go to the gym and who have had that experience, let me know below in the comments. I know that I have. Oh my goodness. We don't want anything to do with that guy because he's too aggressive. He's not letting us come to him. Not that I'm coming to any guys at the gym because I'm married, okay? But you get the point. Hey, if you are enjoying today's video, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your engagement and support here really does help me out, and I sincerely do appreciate it. Now, my third tip to manifest popularity and charisma is a fun one. I really like this one because this one really makes people feel special. And it's a really great way to liven up a room. It doesn't require you to think. It doesn't require you to come up with any, interesting things to say. It's so simple. And it's just to laugh at other people's jokes as much as you can. So as soon as you can tell that someone has told a joke, laugh. And laugh as heartily as you can. So if something is somewhat funny, I'm laughing, and I'll get myself into a case of the giggles over what that person has said. And it's a really fun thing to do because once you start laughing, it's easier to laugh more and more. And when you laugh, your laugh is very infectious. Doing this is something that I started training myself to do several years ago. And now whenever I'm in a social situation, the group tends to have a lot of fun because my laughter will start paying off onto other people's laughter in the group. And we have this very jovial experience. And as a very strong added benefit, if you're laughing at the people around you in a fun, nice way, what you're saying is, I enjoy your company, I think you're entertaining, I think you're so much fun. And whatever you shine on people, they'll shine back at you. So if you're laughing and smiling at them, they're gonna laugh and smile at you. they're gonna shine that light back at you. You can even carry this one over to texts and to emails, you know? Be generous with the emojis that you use and the exclamation points. I mean, you don't want to be too aggressive, right? But it wouldn't kill you to put a little laughy face on a couple texts or an exclamation point instead of a period. You know, lighten it up a little bit. And again, don't be crazy. We don't want to be like that guy at the gym who's chasing people down with emojis and laughter and forcing it, but extend yourself with the laughter. Extend yourself with something a little bit more friendly, and you'll see other people do the same for you. Now, if you're liking these tips, I actually have another video that has a few more. It's an older video of mine, but if you like this one, you'll probably like that one too. And it's called The Secret to Attracting People. And so when you're done with this one, if you'd like even more tips, make sure to check out the link below in the description for that video. Now, for our next tip to manifest popularity and charisma is touch. I want you to start touching people. Now, this is one that, you know, you want to kind of tread lightly with, and I'll explain how to do that. Okay. So I don't need you to be aggressively pawing people. In fact, that doesn't work. Okay. But using touch is another really simple, easy thing you do not need to think about. You don't need to come up with a witty joke or something fancy to say. It's a very simple thing that you can do that will draw people in and will make you more charismatic and more popular. And the law of attraction reason for this is that touch is a way of connecting. Okay, so people that we touch, people that we hug, those are people that the meaning of that is we're close. We're close. We like each other. We're connected. And so that's the vibration of touch. And so you want to use that to your advantage in social situations by touching people. And if you look at people who are very charismatic and popular, you'll see that they do this a lot. They give a lot of hugs, hello and goodbye, pats on the back, touches on the arm. If you observe it, you'll see it. So like the laughter and like the extending yourself, this is something that, you know, you want to tread lightly with because we don't want you, you know, overstepping your bounds with people and being too aggressive. Because again, that's like, you know, chasing the dog down and forcing him to be pet. We don't want to do that. But we do want to make that connection. And so here's a couple easy tricks. The first one is hugs hello and hugs goodbye. And I live in the United States, so this may not be universally true, but here in the United States where I live, it's very accepted that it's okay to hug someone hello and hug someone goodbye. So here's something that I do that's pretty easy within the context of a social situation. If I'm at a party and I meet somebody new and it's time for me to leave and it's time for me to say goodbye, you know, when I'm going around the party saying goodbye to everyone, I'll say goodbye and I'll go to give them a hug. And if there are people that, you know, maybe they seem a little stiffer and they're not the warmest people at the party, I'll usually go up to them and say, oh, hey Karen, it was so nice to meet you. I just wanted to come and say goodbye to you. I'm a hugger, and I'll do this. They'll come to me and I'll give them a quick hug and I'm out. And you will find that even the people that are pretty stiff, they will start warming up to you with that one. One that's a little more less assertive and a little easier to do is touches on the arm. So if you're talking to somebody and you're sitting relatively close, like maybe you're sitting next to each other while you're seated eating dinner, or maybe you're on a couch at a party, when you're talking to them, at some point in the conversation, just kind of tap them on the arm. So let's say that I'm sitting next to Karen again and someone we both know walks in. I could look over and be like, hey, look at who just walked in. Okay, so little touches. Those are the two I'd recommend starting out with. And, you know, as you get comfortable with it, you can start doing a little bit more with touch, but start small and see how people respond to you. You'll see that people that you touch in friendly, platonic, appropriate ways naturally start to like you more because they feel more connected, because that's the vibration you're putting out.
And if you've been enjoying today's manifesting tips, I did actually just open up a 40% off sale on all of my manifesting courses and downloads. If you'd like to see what's available, you can check out the link below in the description. Just be sure to use the coupon code BIGSALE at checkout and you'll get 40% off your entire order. And I also do have a freebie below in the description as well. If you'd like some free tips on how to manifest your ideal body, get into superior physical condition, look leaner, more attractive, all that good stuff, also make sure to go ahead and check out the links below in the description. Thanks so much for watching today's video on how to manifest popularity and charisma. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another video soon. Bye-bye.